Hi, greetings everyone. I'm Damia. Today I am going to explain to you about transitive and intransitive verbs. So, for transitive verbs, it is a verb that needs an object to complete its meaning. The action of the verb goes to someone or something. Without the object, the sentence feels incomplete. As an example, we watch a movie. The verb is watch, meanwhile the object is a movie. So, if you only say we watch, it feels incomplete. You are left asking, watch what? As for intransitive verb, it is a verb that does not take an object. The action of the verb does not go to anything. The sentence can be complete with just the subject and the verb. As an example, she sleeps. The verb is sleeps. So, no object is needed. If you add something after it, it's usually not a direct object but an adverbial phrase. Example, she sleeps peacefully or she sleeps on the couch.
Hello everyone, I'm Farissa and let's move on to the next part of the presentation. Now, we will look at examples of transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. So, for transitive verbs, they are verbs that need an object when used in a sentence. For example, she kicks the ball and he reads a book. So in she kicks the ball, the object is ball and the verb is kicks. Whereas in he reads a book, the object is book and the verb is reads. Next, for intransitive verbs, they are verbs that do not need an object. For example, he sleeps peacefully or the baby cried loudly. For the first sentence, he sleeps peacefully, the verb is sleeps. So there is no object in the sentence. And the next, the baby cried loudly, the verb is cried and there is no object in the sentence as well. Next, an interesting thing about verbs is that some verbs can function as both intransitive and transitive verbs. For example, the word run. She runs a company. So, in this sentence, there's an object, which is company. So, what does she run? She runs a company. Whereas, another way to use it is he runs every morning, where the verb is runs, and it doesn't require an object to complete the sentence. Next, another example of verbs that can be used as both transitive and intransitive is sing. She sings a song, so the object in that sentence is song. Or she sings beautifully, the verb in that sentence being sings.
So hi, my name is Syuhada. So now I will be explaining the comparison between transitive verb and intransitive verb. First of all, a transitive verb, it needs a direct object, which is something or someone that receives the action back. If it's without the object, the sentence is not complete. For example, she reads a book. If we only put she reads, then the sentence is not complete. So we need to have an object after the verb. So she reads a book. So the action will just stop with the subject and the sentence makes sense on its own. For instance, she reads every day, so it doesn't need any object after the verb. She just reads every day. So for here, the key differences between transitive verb and intransitive verb is transitive action passes to an object and intransitive action doesn't pass to any object. So, but some verbs can be both transitive and intransitives depending on the sentences.
Hi, my name is Fikri bin Omar and I will present question 1. The question is, choose the sentence with transitive verb between A, B, C, and D. A. The sun rises in the east. B. She runs every morning. C. He kicked the ball. D. They sleep peacefully. So, which one do you think the sentence with the transitive verbs? So, the answer is C. He kicked the ball. So, why the answer is C? Okay, because kick is a transitive verb. It takes a direct object, which is the ball. Okay, so let's move to the next questions. Question 2. Is the verb in this sentence transitive or intransitive? So basically, they just want you to understand and separate and determine whether the sentence is transitive or intransitive. So the sentence is, the baby cried loudly. So, what do you think is the most suitable, intransitive or transitive? So, the answer for this question is, it is intransitive. Why? I think it is because cried, the word cried does not take a direct object. It stands alone, which is it stands on their own. So that's why it is intransitive. Okay, so let's move on with the next questions. Question 3. Fill in the blank with an object to make this sentence transitive. So basically, they just want you to just put any word to make this sentence transitive. So just put the suitable word to make this sentence correct. So the sentence is, she wrote something. So what do you think the most suitable word to put here? So the answer is, this is example, okay? So you can choose another word. The example one is, she wrote a letter. So the explanation is, wrote is a transitive verb. It needs an object like a letter or something else, or she wrote a paper, something like that. Okay, so let's move to the next question. This is question 4. Which sentence contains an intransitive verb between this option of answer? So A, I found my key. B, he opened the door. C, she fell suddenly. D, we paint the wall. So you have a minute to choose which sentence contains an intransitive verb, which is my friend just explained that in the first page of this presentations. So the answer is C, she fell suddenly. Why? Because fell is intransitive, so there's no direct object follows it. Is it clear? Okay.
Question 5. The question is, identify the verb types in this sentence. They built a tree house. So which one the types of this sentence? Intransitive or transitive? So the answer is transitive, because build, the word build is transitive verb. It has a direct object, which is a tree house.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ikhwanul Hakimi, and I will explain question 6 until question 10. Question 6. The teacher explained the lesson clearly. Answer, transitive. An explanation. Explain has an object and it's equal to the lesson. Question 7. Choose the correct option. Which sentence has a transitive verb? A, she slept peacefully. B, he wrote a letter. C, they arrived late. Answer, B, he wrote a letter. Explanation. Wrote is a transitive and object equal a letter. The others like slept and arrived don't have objects. Next question. Question 8. Which sentence has an intransitive verb? A, she kicked the ball. B, they built a house. C, we danced all night. Answer, C, we danced all night. The reason the answer C, because dance doesn't take a direct object. Question 9. Change this intransitive sentence into intransitive. The baby is laughing. Answer, the baby is laughing at the clown. Explanation. Adding at the clown gives the verb an object, so it will become transitive. Last question. Fill in the blank. His keys on the table. The answer, put. An explanation here. Put is a transitive because it's a direct object. So that's all from me. Thank you.
That is all from our group, and thank you for watching.